football game. We will start our score at
21-15.
21-15. And now we get a chance to see, as these quarterbacks rotate these three games, Derek Carr, who's had an interesting year to say the least, will have a chance in his final game to lead the AFC. And on the NFC, when they get the ball, we'll see Kirk Cousins of the Vikings.
This is when we're going to see intensity kind of risen a bit. $84,000 to every member of the winning team, $42,000 to every member of the losing team. That's a $42,000 swing. Derek Carr, possibly for the last time in this stadium for a long time. Out of the end zone. Mark Andrews and Tyreek Hill. Interesting play call to start this for Peyton Manning. Derek Carr, as of February 15th, will be owed $40 million guaranteed.
Play five. Florida left.
See how quick Peyton Manning can try to find this rhythm with Derek Carr. Tyler Huntley in the first game and Peyton and the receivers really clicking. Not as much in that second game as far as the explosive offense.
Second game looked like a Thursday night on Amazon. This one, starting with a bang, Stephon Diggs, who is in the best catch final, was the best catch final loser, gets a big one here for Derek Carr.
Derek Carr's smart. Remember, he has Davante Adams, a teammate of his, not just in college, but this past year with the Raiders. But here he decides to look up in space Diggs, and we all know what Diggs can do once he catches the ball. So dangerous. It's like they're bringing us back.
Way back.
Yeah.
Illegal shift, offense, half the distance to the goal, replay second down.
This AFC team needs to lock in. $42,000 on the line, Peyton.
Now remember that last game, this is where DeMarcus Ware, as the defensive coordinator for the NFC, dialed up the blitz with Micah Parsons. And it led to an interception by Jair Alexander and a touchdown. He's not walked up this time. He's going to come from the 7 yards.
Block him.
Which can happen every single play. Only one blitz can happen per half per team. Derek Carr on 2nd and 23. Drops it off to Mark Andrews. Skirting. Full head of steam. Tackled at the 20-yard line, even though he did not know that. That's the thing about the flags. You don't know if you're tackled or not. You have no clue.
Yeah, and you're better off just keep running, this way he did. Andrews had a big first game. I mean, he was making a ton of plays with his quarterback, Tyler Huntley. I think it's the first time we've called his name since early in that first game.
Josh Jacobs there alongside Derek Carr. Both of their futures in this city up in flux. A lot of business combos taking place. Loved talking to him yesterday.
Oh, he's the man. Bet on himself this year. We're talking about how he played in the
Hall of Fame
game. You don't see any veterans, of course, with the Raiders opting not to take that fifth-year option. He was motivated, to say the least.
Probably staring down a franchise tag. Derek Carr with pressure in his face, throws short of Ja'Marr Chase. That's first contact we've seen really on a quarterback. KaVontae Turpin coming in, getting the pressure.
Interesting change there because of his speed. He didn't blitz him there. They brought him from 7 yards, so you're saving that blitz. But that speed affecting Derek Carr. Got to get to the yellow line here for the first down to keep this drive alive, or the NFC takes over.
21-15 is the score.
Got to think you're looking for Davante Adams, teammate to teammate on this critical fourth down.
Misses Ja'Marr Chase with some pressure in his face. Now the NFC has a first down at the 20 going in.
How about the change up again from the NFC? We've seen Micah Parsons as the primary rusher, and now we're seeing Turpin, who's known as a specialist, right? A guy that can return kicks and more of a wide receiver, but using him in a really smart way to be able to get that pressure.
Speed kills matchups. We've seen that with both defenses on the last two games now. Kirk Cousins getting the start for the third and final Pro Bowl game for the NFC. At one point during the season, he was named Kirko Change. Little Kirk. Kirky. Kirk.
Not a lot of Kirks. Yeah, I know. I saw that.
And the season did not go the way the middle of the season was going. To be clear, it's tough to find out if they got tackled or if it's a touchdown. I thought that was a touchdown, 1-for-1. Kirk Cousins finds our best catch finals champion, the man with a Pete Davidson tattoo on his right arm, for a big gain on first down.
Right away, great connection there. Remember, he's got his teammate Justin Jefferson, who's had a quiet day, but now he has a chance to work with his quarterback. Thinks he's going to have a big game 3.
Pressure from Ray. And the AFC defense is able to get a stop on the half-yard line after a quick completion to Juszczyk.
C.J. Mosley, linebacker, makes a heck of a play. I thought he was going to walk into the end zone. Juszczyk pulled down right there, gets the shirt, but he also gets the flag.
Couldn't fathom how many undershirts are ripped in a standard flag football season. It's tough to find these flags. No flag guarding either happening, which I'm proud of the boys for respecting the game. 3rd and goal in the no-run zone. Kirk's going to have to do it with his arm. Everybody's covered.
We saw Turpin on the NFC playing defense. Now we got Tyreek Hill. You think you're putting your best athletes on the field right now. Tyreek Hill is a receiver, but they got him out there playing coverage, also with the ability to blitz him or get pressure when you want to. You have 7 defenders, only 5 guys going out, so you can kind of play center field with him. Uh-oh, is he coming? Here he comes.
7 yards off. All of a sudden, it's much quicker when it's Tyreek Hill, who makes a massive pass breakup after rushing the passer on 4th down. Tyreek Hill, the cheetah, denies the NFC.
The AFC with Ray Lewis says, okay, we see what you're doing with Turpin. Here's our version of Turpin. Tyreek Hill, I thought he might come, but he stops. Now he just is an athlete, reads the eyes, and of course with the quicks that he has, able to get up in the air and knock that ball down. What a play by 10. Beautiful.
Shades on, cheetah on defense. Phenomenal adjustment by Ray Lewis.
And absolutely, you got to go back to that play by C.J. Mosley that looked like a touchdown when he grabbed the shirt and also got the flag to keep Juszczyk out of the end zone.
Great defensive stand by the AFC to stop a tie ball game here at the Pro Bowl game. Derek Carr out of his end zone yet again. Finds Dawson Knox, can't wiggle past Fred.
You know, with Huntley in the first game, you had mobility. So when this rush got to him, he was able to maneuver around, create, and buy time. And what we saw last game with Trevor Lawrence has athletic ability, but not able to get away. And now with Derek Carr, with Turpin in there, he's got to get the ball out in a hurry.
I think the big thing here is you also got a lot of big football brains that got a chance to experience flag football in the first one, learn some things, adjust. Ray Lewis is doing just that. Same with DeMarcus Ware. Massive completion to Jamar Chase, setting up a 3rd.
The biggest difference now is the pressure that they're getting, and they're playing a little bit softer, trying not to give up those explosive plays. Remember how it was almost like every play in that first game was a big play downfield.
If you're not here for the first game of the 3-game flag football series, it was fireworks. Buda Baker coming from center field. Pick it off Derek Carr on the sideline. What a play from the Arizona Cardinal, who's grittying all over Vegas.
Just like real football, even in flag football, the pass rush is the key to be able to get pressure. Quarterback has to get the ball out of his hands, and there's Baker just reading his eyes, sitting back there in zone. He does that as well as any safety in the NFL. Steps right in front of Jamar Chase, feet down, and Peyton's looking right now at Derek Carr saying, all right, we got to get this thing going. That's 2 straight possessions.
Little tempo by the NFC side, trying to get going before the AFC can get set. It's successful. Amon-Ra St. Brown still not tackled. First down. NFC after the Skycam gets buried by a football. 21-15 AFC over the NFC. 2 minutes left in the 2023 Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon. Who's going home with an extra $42K? Not a all-star starter. No center position designation anymore. Shaq was not happy.
You said there was a trade while we've been on the air, right?
Yeah, Kyrie Irving to the Dallas Mavericks, not the Los Angeles Lakers like everybody had expected.
He and Luka together.
He and Luka balling. Is there enough basketball in Dallas? Excited to watch. There's a lot of football right now, and we got 2 minutes left in the first half. Game 3, flag football. CeeDee Lamb with a reception from Kirk Cousins. NFC needs a touchdown, down 6.
Now, their defense has done everything to give them a chance here in this first half. And we started at 21-15 after all these events since going back to Wednesday to today. We're 6 points of a difference in the NFC with a chance to maybe tie it or take the lead.
We had inside sources telling us that Kirk Cousins was taking the most notes out of anybody in Las Vegas this week in the meetings.
Does that shock you, though? No.
Nope.
No. Other than Peyton and Eli, and then Kirk Cousins.
Makes sense.
That's probably the order, right?
If we had to project from not having any information, that would be the exact order, and it turns out it is true. The script reads as you think. Touchdown! Amon-Ra St. Brown, who bombs a ball in celebration.
How about this Vikings to Lions connection, not only for this touchdown, but really in his third game? He's been looking his way, and why not? He's got a nice soft cushion right up here in the slot and just times it up. Ball gets out of his hands before the defense can make the adjustments, and they get the first touchdown of this game in the third game.
21-21 overall score. Kirk Cousins going for one. Sounds like the AFC defense is not happy.
Ray Lewis fired up.
George Kittle had the opportunity to take the lead for the NFC.
Great job, Dan.
It's all right for the big fella. It's just something you don't see. Good job there by Cousins, stepping away from that pressure by Max Crosby. You could see George, his face was in shock before. I think he's maybe worrying about that back line.
Yeah,
he started to peek a little bit. Yeah, just started to peek just to be sure, and cost him.
50-yard field here for this 7-on-7 flag football Pro Bowl game showcase. Just kind of took the field in a little bit to the center. Smart idea. Still the same width, 53 1/3 yards. A lot of room for activities on the offense side of the ball.
See, Derek Carr can get it going, right? First couple series, NFC defense has gotten him off the field.
Had that one completion, illegal shift, brought them all the way back. Josh Jacobs now handed the rock. Can't go broke, picking up a profit. That's the second run of the day for either team. Pass heavy flag football. Play 7's the one for 2nd and 10, says Peyton Manning and Derek Carr. Play action. Carr on the move. Strike to Jamar Chase. Touchdown AFC.
He wants to go celebrate. He's bringing everybody with him.
Team. I don't know what was about to happen there. Excited to see it unfold.
How about the design rollout? The pressure's been causing problems for Carr, so they designed to get him away from that. There's Peyton deciding, hey, man, we can't, the pressure getting to Derek Carr, affecting the confidence maybe. Ball's getting out a little bit too fast, rolls him away from it, and then finds that soft spot in the zone.
Derek Carr, gritty. Love seeing that. The smile on his face in this stadium earlier this week in the Raiders practice facility has been something I think a lot of fan bases look at and say, would love to have that guy representing.
Just how he handled the entire situation those last couple weeks with the Raiders, kept all of his thoughts and just his emotions in check.
Had Jamar Chase, opts for Tyreek Hill in the back. They cannot connect. Great coverage by Diggs. Tyreek probably held. Seemingly happens on every play. He's the fastest human on earth.
Yeah, there's a little hold there. Still got it in there, by the way.
Great ball by Derek Carr. Tyreek normally makes that catch. But today, with $42,000 on every single play, ball looks a little smaller sometimes.
Because even when you faked it, he froze. Yep. Now you got a chance to get it off.
Yep.
Like the play action Peyton and Derek Carr talking about.
Yeah, I love that rollout.
Little Kind of got a read. They did a zone read with Trevor Lawrence last game.
Yeah, for a touchdown.
Kirk Cousins now gonna have to answer with 35 seconds left in the half. Swings to Kyle Juszczyk. That was a lateral seemingly. He throws to Justin Jefferson, who gets tackled immediately by Minkah Fitzpatrick. One of the greatest flag tackles I've seen.
I like how you said allegedly. That was pretty close, right? Cousins has got to make sure that this is a backwards pass. Looks like it is. And then Juszczyk, he told us yesterday at the walkthrough, it's happening. I'm definitely throwing the ball tomorrow. They've saved it for this third game for him to make that play. Great effort by Fitzpatrick. Otherwise, he had a shot to get into the open field and probably go to the end zone.
Pittsburgh Steeler safety Minkah Fitzpatrick.
I want the back to stay in to kind of maybe give you a block, maybe B4. Maybe have like an end, cross back and kind of block and get out late.
Okay.
You like that?
Yep.
You got a shot if you go around.
Thinking B4 here.
B4, hey, you check it. Hey, B.
You can sit.
Be help. Hey,
you need to sit. Get the first
have some presence on that rusher.
He's calling this. I have to get in the way.
B4,
B4.
after a great discussion, the NFC are going with on this first and goal, 27 seconds left in the half. Drops it off to Hawkinson, who gets tackled by Sauce Gardner. We got to hurry.
Still have that one timeout left. They're just going to go fast here, try to make this play. He's down, short.
Are they going to have enough time? They are not, and that will be how the cookie crumbles to end the half for the NFC. They're going to discuss when he caught it, when he didn't have it.
NFC, their final. Clock operator, please reset the game.
See, I thought they had a timeout left. That's why I was wondering why that, this is either a touchdown or the end of the half. He's down, clearly, but they did have a timeout left.
You're allowed to use 2 in one half? Yep.
There's there are going to be 3 seconds left in this half.
So there'll be no timeouts left for the NFC for the rest of the game, if I'm reading this right. Yep.
Hey, I took a timeout.
Good job by Eli taking that timeout.
I think it's worth it to use our second timeout. I like B7.
Yeah. I kind of just wonder if I can knife something like Dragon Lion. What do you think? It's too tight down here to do that?
You want Dragon Wheel?
Too tight to do that.
You want Dragon Wheel?
Yeah.
Dragon Wheel. Let's get the Dragon Wheel.
I don't know.
You like B8?
Yeah, we come back to the one you had.
Hey, let's go B8. Run a swing, like kind of be that lateral guy to your left.
Okay.
So
everybody's alive here. B8.
Talking about Juszczyk on his swing, trying to get him the football out of the backfield.
You cannot, if he allows it to, you cannot run it in.
To Juszczyk right here?
Nobody's allowed to run the ball through the line of scrimmage down here in the no-run zone.
If you laterals it, you cannot run it. You have to throw it. Or throw it back to Kirk.
It's got to be at 7 yards.
I like that we're learning flag football here.
I sure am.
Yeah. There's a lot of...
He said if you lateral it, you can't run it. You've got to throw it back to Kirk or throw the football.
Yes. Has to be a forward ball.
I think they're learning it as we go, too.
What a better time than now. Touchdown. Kyle Juszczyk, who does the discus toss as opposed to the shot put that he did earlier on a touchdown. This is just good from Eli with the timeout, the discussion.
Tyreek Hill's all about the pressure that we saw last time the NFC was in this area, and it worked out. But nobody accounts for Juszczyk out of the backfield, and it's an easy touchdown for Cousins in the NFC.
There are children yelling at the top of their lungs because of what they're watching, and that's the greatest players on earth starting to compete and learn a little bit in flag football. This will be the end of the first half of this third flag football game. 27-27. Kirk Cousins going for a 1-point conversion here from the 5. Time. Strike to CeeDee Lamb. This replay is going to be glorious to see how he snuck that through there.
We saw a play earlier where you and I kind of looked at each other. How did that ball get through there? He was almost out of time. That was like 3.8 seconds. Somehow gets around Tyreek Hill, around Marlon Humphrey, and into the hands of CeeDee Lamb.
28-27 going into half here. The NFL is partnering with the Boys and Girls Club of America to place philanthropy. That's a big one.
It is.
Philanthropic efforts at the center of the Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon. The NFL Foundation is donating more than $300,000 to Boys and Girls Clubs across the country on behalf of the players on the winning team today. Fantastic stuff happening, continuing to happen around the NFL and the re-envisioned Pro Bowl games, who are sitting at 28-27 with one half of flag football remaining. $84,000 to every member of the winning team's roster, $42,000 to every member of the losing team's roster. That's a good amount of ched. Kirk Cousins throwing for it, almost directly into Jordan Poyer's arms. Jordan Poyer in his first Pro Bowl out of the Buffalo Bills. I believe he is owed a humongous bag soon.
Oh, man,
could have had a pick there. Maybe the sunglasses. I mean,
could be.
They look cool, which Jordan Poyer always looks cool. Might have been the glasses, though. Kirk Cousins swinging to Kyle Juszczyk.
Not this time.
Fake pass. Skirt down the sideline to pick up 9.
He made the big play earlier when he threw it downfield to Jefferson. This time, Patrick Surtain stays back. But there's his answer. Positive yards. You're either going to take the throwaway and he's going to run it, or you come up and he goes over your head.
Remember, only one first down on the whole field, and it's 20 yards away from the original drive start, and they just picked it up with a completion to Kyle Juszczyk. First down, NFC up 1 point here in the second half.
Remember, Kirk Cousins led the NFL with 7 comeback wins this season. Trying to come back one more time here in this Pro Bowl flag football game where they trailed 21-15 to start the game.
Kevin O'Connell coming over to the Vikings this year was certainly a burst of good luck. Justin Jefferson with 2 shakes and a go, picking up where he and Kirk left off this regular season.
Apple 11.
Love Apple 11. This is the one.
Apple 11. Wide 80. Waist hot.
Kittle over the middle to make up for the drop from earlier. Touchdown to the San Francisco 49er faithful legend. Quick floss for the kids of Fortnite.
We've seen the Niners really step up here on this drive. Chance with Juszczyk, and now Kittle gets into the end zone. What a throw. And there's that competitive spirit by Kirk Cousins. Big conversion coming up right here.
Kirk Cousins, a lot of pride in being the guy who's the third game quarterback for this NFC team. Money's on the line. Kirk wants the ball. Love that, because just a couple years ago, people would not have expected that. A lot of chatter about Kirk throughout his entire career. All he does is ball, outrunning Max Crosby. Conversion to Jefferson.
You're running for your life, and Max Crosby is stalking. Who in the heck are you going to look up? You're going to look up your teammate. Somehow avoids that. Now he's like, where's my guy? Where's 18? There he is. In tight coverage against the rookie Sauce Gardner, but the accuracy from Cousins, and they get that big conversion to go up 8.
And the NFL gets Justin Jefferson grittying after a touchdown in the Pro Bowl games, which is certainly on the checklist of the script of what they were looking for. Would like to let every single child that was at Pro Bowl practice yesterday, both teams wanted to gritty with Justin Jefferson.
Yeah,
that is the
cool
effect on every single part of the next generation.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. Let's go down to Laura Rutledge on the field.
Hey guys, something to watch. You see Derek Carr motioning to Peyton on the sideline. He's saying he can't hear. See him pointing at his earpiece?
Yeah, that's
the
a problem.
earpiece may not be working, so something to watch here on this drive.
Thank you.
Derek Carr not able to get any sound from the sideline. Certainly a disadvantage. We have his microphone on still, though. Don't know how technology works. Josh Jacobs can throw this, throws it back to Derek Carr. Derek Carr with a shot to Stephon Diggs, who caught the ball with his knee on the ground, which it'll be spotted at the 8. Creative flag football play right there.
Yeah. Remember, Josh Jacobs, he was telling us yesterday in practice that right pinky is still an issue for him, something he dealt with late in the year against the Rams, an injury. So it's hard to make that throw, but he's able to get it back to his quarterback Carr, who makes the throw downfield.
Love the design from Peyton. Love the thought. Get the lateral to the running back so you can extend the play clock. Derek scrambling. $42,000 on the line. Every person on the team. You know they're thinking about that when the ball's coming in.
Oh, wow. Close. Look at Derek Carr he knew who he's throwing to. That should be automatic in his mind, right? Who's he going to dial up here? He's got his teammate Davante Adams, I guess should say former teammate. Davante Adams to the far right.
Still technically on the roster.
Yeah.
Foregone conclusion, they say. Josh Jacobs just shook his own flag off of his waist. I wonder what the ruling is on that. I believe you're down immediately upon losing a flag.
Yep.
3rd and goal on the 4. This is the no-run zone. They will not be able to run the ball with Josh Jacobs here.
14.
Going with play 14. Derek Carr just said it, in cut.
He told his running back to the far left he wants it in cut.
Got 2 outs and a go on the right side.
He can't do that again.
The pressure we talked about affecting Carr. I mean, they're getting after him again with Turpin. KaVontae Turpin. See how he's within 7 yards. He's up tight, so that is a blitz.
And you heard him say you can't do that again. Only one of those per half, and that was when DeMarcus Ware chose to use it. Now we have 4th down. 4-3-1-40 certainly helps whenever you're trying to get to a quarterback that has nobody blocking for him.
Down 8, 3.5 to go. Say this is a must score for the AFC.
Derek Carr in Vegas to Dawson Knox for a touchdown at the Pro Bowl games. No time to celebrate, says Peyton Manning, who's going to have to find his best 2-point play, but here's Derek Carr making a play.
He's matched up there against, you could argue, the best linebacker in the NFL right now, Freddie Warner, and he gave him enough of a cushion and made it easy to get to the outcut and find that soft spot. And a good throw. Snoop fired up.
Snoop raised the sunglasses up. That's when you know it's real.
Josh, you're outside.
So they will be at the 10. First time we've seen this, I think, today, right?
Play 12.
Second time, I do believe.
Okay.
But you're right. Not a lot of 2-point attempts for either of the teams today. 1 point from the 5, 2 from the 10, obviously.
This is the tie.
Throw to Josh Jacobs. We have time. Almost a pick to Buddha. Covering Davante. 2-point game we have. 2 minutes, 13 seconds left and running in the second.
I'm just going to guess here that is not what Peyton envisioned. Down 2. It maybe get it to Jacobs, get it back to Derek Carr, but I don't think you want Josh Jacobs with that right pinky throwing the ball into that kind of coverage.
I mean, he threw the ball pretty tight there, and if you do recall, whenever he hurt his pinky, Josh McDaniels called a throw the play immediately afterwards.
Yeah.
2 minutes left in the Pro Bowl games, 35-33. Who's going to win, Eli or Peyton? We find out on the other side. Welcome back to the Pro Bowl games presented by Verizon. It all comes down to this. A week-long celebration of the greatest players of the greatest league culminates in a 35-33, 2 minutes left, Flag football game with Kirk Cousins in control. Quick toss to CeeDee Lamb, who is topped to tackle for a first down. Massive play for the NFC with no timeouts, up 2.
What a way to start this drive. And CeeDee Lamb's game just continues to evolve. He does so many different things. You know, Mari Cooper moving on to Cleveland made him the guy now in Dallas. He welcomes that challenge, became the guy. And what I love is he just always working on his game. Ability to make plays downfield. You can see what he can do with the ball in his hands after a catch. So sudden.
And if you're the AFC, you need to start thinking here.
Yep.
Clock at 1:20. We got standard NFL clock rules right now for under 2 minutes. AFC has 2 timeouts. This is close to almost all she wrote. Oh. Oh.
Little contact there. Ball came out.
Stiff.
They're going to give him that catch?
Flag football tackle.
No. Yeah, big hit there by Roquan Smith.
Kyle Juszczyk the target. Check down for Kirk Cousins. Pass breakup for Roquan. Was a little reminiscent of Sunday with Pads.
Sure was.
Good pop from the boys. Both of them jump right back up. It is football. Sometimes things like that are going to happen. What a catch by Juszczyk. Right in front of Roquan.
You know, with McCaffrey not playing as much, Cook, Barkley, they turned to Juszczyk almost the entire game, and he delivers here.
Only like a pickup of 4 yards,
But just spectacular effort and play, athleticism, airborne.
give me that. Kyle Juszczyk says to said Duke, flying from Kirk Cousins. AFC uses their first timeout. 57 seconds left, 3rd down. AFC is going to get the ball back. Has to get a stop, obviously. Eli coaching up Kirk. Nice glimpse into a huddle there. Kirk Cousins saying we got to stay in bounds. These are the situations that win and lose games in the NFL.
And Peyton's already working with Derek Carr about when they get the ball back, working through that thought process, trying to stay ahead of things.
Justin Jefferson in motion, gets the ball. Seems like a smart concept whenever you can do it. And he was tackled. Seemed like nobody had a clue if he was tackled or not. Jordan Poyer grabbed a flag close to the end zone.
Yeah, it's going to be 4th down. With the clock stops, Peyton uses his last time out.
Now, to be clear, score a touchdown, still only up 8. The conversion on the other side would be the most important of the day, obviously.
And tell your slot, your blue guy and your orange guy to get a little width. Don't get so close to the center.
Count that for a second, clock.
All right. Love the communication.
I think it's so cool for fans to hear that. You know, Eli communicates something to his quarterback. Quarterback then conveys that, obviously, to the receivers. Talking about getting some width.
It's good coaching there. It's a great relationship between Kirk and Eli.
Peyton just wants one more chance.
Will get it, regardless.
Yeah.
But they're going to have to make a stop if a touchdown scored, obviously.
Yep.
Could you have asked for anything better for the re-envisioned Pro Bowl game?
What is your plan if this thing ends in a tie somehow?
You got overtime.
Overtime till it's settled, huh?
Yep. Then it'll be a sudden death. Back and forth. Kirk Cousins. Flags flying before we even saw what happened.
Minkah brought pressure. Was he within 7 yards? Did they have a blitz left? You wonder if that was potentially an illegal rush or...
The H there on the back of the shirt is the rush judge, who stands 7 yards down the field every single play. to indicate where a rush can start from every play.
There are 2 fouls on the play, both by the defense.
Not
Illegal
good.
rush,
It was.
defense. That penalty's declined. Holding, defense, half the distance to the goal, automatic. First down.
And
That's ball game.
that, ladies and gentlemen, is the game.
They just saw $42,000 extra.
Here's
on
the
this
hold
play.
from Poyer on Hawk. The boys are jousting at the line of scrimmage. Once he got outside of the framework, that's when they're going to call it every single time. That particular time, alongside an illegal rush, became the game winner for NFC. Ray Lewis is calling in the no moss, which means let him score.
Yeah, Cousins just saying, let's just take a knee.
Yeah, Cousins trying to double stamp the single stamp from Ray Lewis. A little joust of football IQs.
2 by 2, take a knee.
2 by 2, gun, take a knee. Tyler, you and me.
No timeouts left for the AFC.
One more snap.
Peyton saying they got to throw it.
Uh-oh, here we go.
Somebody knows a bylaw in this rule book.
He said I can take a knee.
That's a penalty. You can't do that. You can't run.
He said I can take a knee.
That's a penalty. It's a penalty. It's not the fact. You can't run.
He said I could. I have been.
Peyton furious with his Pac-12 official. The intricacies of flag football being argued about by Peyton Manning. I love everything about it.
Yeah, that was great. What a way to finish. I mean, these 3 games were fantastic. Great entertainment. These guys bought in as players. Very competitive, and it comes down to the very last possession here, and the NFC holds on.
Eli Manning getting the Gatorade bath from the boys. Undefeated in Pro Bowl flag footballs. Christian McCaffrey, George Kittle, and others saying, you know what, Eli? Congrats on beating the hell out of Peyton Manning in the re-envisioned Pro Bowl games. 35-33. And we have yet to see the brothers embrace post-game.
See if Peyton makes his way. There we
There
go.
we go. Begrudgingly congratulating the brother.
We can't run it. I was like, you gotta just take a sack. 4 consecutive penalties. You gotta take a sack. How do I get the ball back? Forward pass, don't score.
Smiling, but really not happy.
No, yeah, not, yeah.
If you know him, he is not happy.
He thought, yeah, they still had a chance to win that game, and he's going to not stop thinking about that probably till next year. Robert Griffin III on the field. What's going on, RG3?
Hey, what's up, guys? I'm here with the winning coach, Eli Manning, and the winning quarterback, Kirk Cousins, or as we like to call him, Kirko Chains. How do you feel right now, Eli?
I'm feeling great. It's a big win. Fired up for these guys. I told Kirk the other day, I said, hey, you're the starter in this game. You can go first. You were pretty good in the fourth quarter of this season. You know, if we're down a little bit, I'd like for you to be the guy. And sure enough, we were down, and he led us to victory.
No doubt, Kirk Cousins, 8 game-winning drives this year in the fourth quarter, and you come back from behind and lead your team to victory. How you feel about that, my guy?
Yeah, Griff, it was a lot of fun. It's just so fun to talk ball with these guys. We all kind of speak the same language at the end of the day. And I went against Eli. You went against Eli so many years, and so it's fun to have him on your side now. And that same calm demeanor that I would see across the field when we played him still has as a head coach.
There we go. The reimagined Pro Bowl games. You guys were a dream team. Congratulations, guys. Back to you, Pat.
Thank you, RG3. Congrats to the NFC coach and quarterback there. Pulling through with a massive win. It's been an honor today. Kirk's muted.
I don't know. My mic's done here. All kidding aside, Eli's strategy of giving Kirk Cousins a chance to play that last game when they came into this game down 6 after all the events turns out to be prophetic, because that's exactly what he needed. Cousins ends up leading him to the win.
It was an incredible Pro Bowl games. Laura Rutledge, take it away.
Excellent job by you guys up there and everybody on our crew. Thank you for watching the 2023 Pro Bowl presented by Verizon. Still to come, you can catch the Pro Bowl Games trophy presentation over on ESPN News and Plus. And coming up next on ESPN, the Sixers taking on the Knicks, and ABC World News Tonight or local programming is next on ABC. This has been a presentation of the NFL on ESPN. So long from Las Vegas, and thanks for joining us for the 2023 Pro Bowl games.
ESPN thanks you for watching this presentation of the National Football League.